keep in mind what the SEC does. They demand disclosure from the companies they regulate, and they won't disclose anything. They had a judge 14 months ago, tell them they need to disclose the notes associated with this very famous speech that happened 4 years ago saying that Ether is not a security. What are they hiding?
Yeah.
Like, why, it's been 14 months and they're still fighting to hide those notes.
The first cryptocurrency backed by a U.S. bank. Here's what's happening, guys. The company's engineers have created what's called the JPM coin. It's a digital token that will be used to instantly settle transactions between clients of its wholesale payment business. Now, only the bank's big institutional clients who have completed regulatory checks will be able to use this token. The value of the token is fixed. That's important. We'll talk about that in just a second. Each coin is redeemable for a single U.S. dollar. You may remember J.P. Morgan's CEO, Jamie Dimon, has bashed over the years Bitcoin. He called it at one point a fraud. He and other J.P. Morgan managers have consistently said blockchain, though, and regulated digital currencies did hold some promise. Let's show you what Dimon said back in October of 2017.
I could care less about Bitcoin. I don't know why I said anything about it. The blockchain is a technology, which is a good technology. We actually use it. It will be used for a lot of different things. God bless the blockchain. Cryptocurrencies and digital currencies, I think are also fine. JP Morgan moves $6 trillion around the world every day. We don't do it in cash. It's done digitally. If it can be done digitally with the blockchain, so be it. But it'll still be a dollar cryptocurrency. What I have an issue with is a non-fiat.
We're going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go. But clearly, we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leverage to technology, and I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
This effort, and China has big plans for this. They intend to seed their digital yuan into the global environment by giving it away to visitors at next winter's Olympics. When they arrive at the airport, they're going to get yuan digital wallets. They're going to receive digital yuan. They're going to use it throughout their visits to Beijing, and then they're going to take it back to their home countries. They see this as a huge advantage. Why? Because who controls the underlying protocols, who controls the underlying standards of the future of money will control the future of money.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works. Because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Cryptoteacher and the new Road Order book. The new Road Order book is going to show you how the world works. It is definitely time to wake up out of your sleep in the times that we're in right now. Plus, guys, we know we're waiting on that next main event towards the end of the year. We had the first quarter event. Like I told you, that would happen. Don't forget this is Shemitah year. And then also, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 Kids books. It's definitely time to re-educate. And also, those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon, much love, keep it coming. Do not forget I have the new World Order cryptos in my Patreon. Do your own research, but going inside of a bear market, you definitely want the cryptos that have real use cases. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores, keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. And Bitcoin and cryptos received a slight move up early this morning. Right now, slightly pulling back. But guys, we know we're the only game in town on the weekend. Now, CME is going to open up Sunday night, which we know is going to move the market. Yields are being flattened. We're going to see how long they're going to keep these yields this low. But I definitely see a dump coming. And then we move into open interest, where I definitely see a pump. We know this is the same game every single month. Now we have the Ripple and SEC case. We know that's nothing but a movie, nothing but a distraction. So Gary Gensler, the NWO's chess piece, can keep kicking this regulation can down the road. They want to keep this casino wide open. I did Federal Reserve 2.0 JP Morgan must-watch video over 2 years ago. I think it was May of 2020. Guys, I already told you what was going to happen. We know that Ethereum is the only coin that could bring this whole house down. But the fact is, we know that JP Morgan hand is all over Ethereum. Plus, we know Ripple, Brad Garlinghouse, of course, is nothing but the talking piece. But we know they also are working with the banks. We clearly see that. Please go watch my Society 5.0 videos. It's not by mistake that Ripple XRP is over in Japan. Remember, the Japan leaders were brought to California to discuss the fourth industrial revolution. And the speaker says right out his own mouth, robots, algorithms, and drones. But JP Morgan doesn't have his hands or consensus for no reason. Guys, the thing about it is they're trying to build the same exact system on blockchain. Like Jamie Dimon said, he has no problem with digital currencies attached to fiat. Why? Because it keeps the NWO in control. It keeps the central banks with the same system we have right now, but what? At zero cost, no cost. What does Ripple XRP Stellar do? Move money at minimal cost. Now we have Ethereum's merge set for September 19th, and we know that could keep moving back. And then also we have Ethereum will outpace Visa with ZK EVM rollups, says Polygon's co-founder. And we know these ZK rollups bundle hundreds of transfers into a single transaction, of course, speeding up the transaction speed and also lowering the fees. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates. Like I stated, they're definitely pushing them down. We have volume. Volume right now is decent. We know in order to take a dip or a pump, you have to have volume. Then Tether, USDC, we know that's how the Fed controls the market. Now, we have Kucoin Exchange partners with Fracton Protocol launching an ETF tied to NFTs. And users can invest or trade directly with USDT. And then also, guys, of course, we have the Fed. Make sure you're pulling the repo. And we do not get another rate hike until September. And we know this is Shemitah year. We know they finally got this bill passed, which they changed the name to Inflation Reduction Act. But guys, we know this has nothing to do with inflation. This is to bring in the robots, algorithms, and drones along with the clean energy. And then that's going to cause deflation. But unfortunately, it's going to put the masses out of work. And the sheet will go inside the metaverse. Now we have the CHIPS bill provides for blockchain specialist position in the White House Science Office. And this bill is all about building the fourth industrial revolution. And even though Intel has taken a hit right now, we know that Intel is going to get a lot of this money. Biden has already told us, I'm not your financial advisor, not financial advice. Please do your own research. But I'll go over that more on the stock channel. Remember, I'm going to be redoing the stock channel. And then, of course, guys, we have Grayscale moving down to 21.4. Just move down slightly. Make sure you're paying attention to the actual allocations. But getting over into a little crypto news. We have Dubai approves FTX subsidiary FZE with first virtual asset provider license. And guys, remember, when it comes to crypto digital assets, I don't care what country you go to, they're working on making this happen. That's letting you know that the World Economic Forum is definitely correct. They're moving the globe over to the fourth industrial revolution. That's why you never let a good crisis go to waste, because you can do things you never thought you'd been able to do. And we definitely seen that over the last 2 years. Now we have top Hong Kong University to launch virtual campus in the metaverse. And we just keep hearing more and more emerging markets launching schools in the metaverse. The NWO knows that the emerging markets are a lot easier to move over, because if you're bringing those out of poverty to the middle class, they're going to do as you say. But in America, It's the opposite. You're going to have to bring them to their knees in order for you to get your agenda through. That's the reason why we have mass distractions. They don't want critical thinking. They want the sheep. And we know fear moves the sheep. That's the reason why I always play the Anthony Sutton videos, because we have all these educated people in America. He said this back in the early 80s. We have a lot more, but unfortunately they have no common sense. They don't understand finances, and that's the reason why the NWO can put up a distraction and run the money in the back door. And that's what we're about to see over the next 2 years with them building the fourth industrial revolution, with the robots, algorithms, and drones taking over the economy, and the sheep going inside the metaverse. And lastly, we have the FDIC and Fed demands Voyager to remove false claims that deposits are FDIC insured. And guys, we know if the SEC had already brought in regulation, crypto is too old for them not to have regulation. And you know, since I started this channel, I've been saying, where is the FDIC insuring this money? Because the fact is, you can put money, if you're an institution, you have custody, and they make sure that your money is safe. But the average retail investor who cannot afford to lose money, you're out of luck. And we know that's all part of the plan. Because we know, when it comes to the New World Order, it's all planned out. But guys, all I have for you, don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance, and not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The Cryptoteacher stock channel, Cryptoteacher stocks. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get home stocks to see where the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing they were still getting that free money, what are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. Powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York from COVID-33. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.